I didn't realize I had just committed the next 10 years of my life until I was already locked in. And that's the scary part. It didn't feel reckless, it didn't feel dramatic, it felt reasonable. It started with one simple thought. I deserve a better car. I've been working hard, long weeks, late nights, watching everyone else upgrade their lives. New apartments, better clothes, new cars. And mine? It still coughed in the winter. It rattled a little. It worked, but it didn't feel like progress. Somewhere along the way, I started believing that success should look visible. So I went to the dealership just to look. That's where the trap starts. They don't sell you the car, they sell you the monthly payment. They circle a number, $699 a month. Not the total, not the interest, not the years, just the monthly. Stretch the loan long enough, 6 years, 7 years, and almost any car feels affordable. And I remember thinking, yeah, I can handle that. But stretching time doesn't reduce cost, it just spreads it out. The first month felt amazing. Quiet engine, clean interior, that subtle sense of arrival. By month 4, it felt normal. By month 6, it felt permanent. $700 every month. Insurance jumped, fees appeared, maintenance wasn't free. It wasn't one big mistake, it was repetition. And repetition builds cages. Here's the comparison that changed everything for me. My old Corolla, used, reliable, about $200 a month all in. The upgrade, about $700 a month after tax and interest. That's a $500 gap. $500 doesn't sound life-changing, but it's $6,000 a year. Not once, every year. And here's where it compounds. If that $6,000 was invested instead at 8%, in 10 years, that's close to $90,000. Not hype math, just consistency. And before you think, okay, but $90,000 isn't everything, remember, it's not about this car, it's about the pattern. Upgrade, stretch, reset, repeat. That's how decades disappear quietly. The part I didn't expect wasn't the money, it was the flexibility I lost. I hesitated more about switching jobs, about moving cities, about taking a pay cut to try something new, about starting something uncertain. Because now I had a fixed obligation, $700 every month. That number doesn't sound dramatic, but when it's locked in for years, it changes how brave you're allowed to be. The car was visible proof I was doing well. The investments would have been invisible proof I was becoming free, and I chose visible. That's when it hit me. I had asked the wrong question. I asked, can I afford the payment? I never asked, what does this cost my future? Here's the rule I use now. If the car payment stops me from investing every month, the car is too expensive. Freedom gets funded first. Lifestyle comes second. That doesn't mean never upgrade. It means don't let your upgrade delay your freedom. I couldn't undo the decision overnight, but I could change direction. I automated investing before spending. I made extra principal payments. I stopped stacking upgrades on top of upgrades. And slowly, the pressure eased. Not because the payment disappeared, but because I built margin again. And margin gives you options. Nobody ever told me the real luxury was flexibility. Not leather seats, not horsepower. Flexibility. The ability to pivot, to leave, to try something new without panic. The car wasn't the problem, the decade was. So before you upgrade your lifestyle, make sure you're not financing your delay. Because sometimes the most expensive part of the car is the time. Share it with someone who may need it.